So in this video, we're going to be adding and subtracting fractions. So things to keep in mind: must, at all times when adding and subtracting, must have common denominators. So we must have the common denominators in order to add or subtract our fractions. So example 3, we're going to find the sum. Notice on this one, we have common denominators of 12. So all I have to do is add the 5 and the 9. So we can take 5 plus 9 and divide, and put that over 12. 12 is going to stay our denominator. So 5 plus 9 is 14. Put that over 12. 2 goes into both of those, so we're going to divide each by 2. And so then we end up with a final answer of 7 over 6. And because this is pure math, we're just going to leave it improper. We're not going to worry about making it mixed. We're just going to leave it 7/6. The reason we don't do anything with the denominator is, here's a simple one. If we were to take 1/3 and add 1/3 to it, then we're still working in thirds. I just now have 2/3 as my answer, and so that's why we want the common denominator, and we keep the denominators the same. Right, so example 4, we do not have like denominators, and so we need to find what we call the LCD, which is the least common denominator. We want it to be the least because then that means there's less likely that we're going to have to simplify in the end. If we just go with a common denominator, then we're most likely going to have to simplify. So the least common denominator between 3 and 7 is 21. And so in order to get 1/3 to have a denominator of 21, we're going to multiply the 3 times 7. And whenever I do the denominator, I need to do the numerator to keep it equal. So 7 times 1 will give us 7, and 7 times 3 gives us 21. So that's our new 1/3. And we're going to add, and to get 7 to 21, we're going to multiply by 3, if it would like to write today. And whenever I do the denominator, I have to multiply the numerator by. And so then 4 times 3 is 12, and again 7 times 3 is 21, and evidently the 2 didn't want to stay. From here, we just do like we did in our last example. 7 plus 12 gives us 19 over 21. I cannot simplify, nothing goes into 19 and 21, and so that's our final answer. So again, in the LCD, write equivalent fractions with the LCD, and then add fractions like before. Add numerators with the same denominator. Alright, example 5 here, we got mixed numbers. The easiest way where you don't have to think about, I need to change my answer in the end. I just make these, I convert them. That's the first step I do. I convert to improper. So I'm going to take 9 times 1, which is 9, and 9 plus 2 is 11. So we have 11 ninths, plus 3 times 9 is 27, plus 4 is 27, so 31 over 9. And then we're going to add the 11 and the 31, so we end up with 42 over 9. And then, let's make that look like a 9, 42 over 9. And then I look to see what goes into both of these. And 4 plus 2 is 6, which means 3 will divide into both, so I'm going to divide top and bottom. I'm going to divide out that 3. And so I will be left with 14 over 3. And again, just leave it improper, don't worry about making it mixed. So, first step, convert. In this case, we have a common denominator, so from there I can just add. Next example, again, we're going to convert. And so 6 times 5 is 30, plus 5 is 35. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 5 is 29. From here, I then need to find that LCD. And for 6 and 8, that's going to be 24. Because that's the smallest number that they both multiply to. And so I'm going to take 6 times 4 to get to 24, so that means I'm going to take 35 times 4. So 35 times 4 is 140, so we have 140 over 24, plus, and then we're going to take 8 times 3, so then I need to take 29 times 3, and 29 times 3 is 87, so we have 87 24. So now from here I can add 140 plus 87, and we end up with 227 over 24. And then I just kind of ask myself, is there any numbers that go into both 24 and 227? So I know that 227 is not even, so 2 doesn't divide out. If I take 7 plus 4, adding all my digits, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 is not divisible by 3. So 227 is not divisible by 3. Because it's not divisible by 2 and 3, it's not divisible by 6. So in short, it's not divisible, or you cannot reduce it. Therefore, our answer is 227 over 24. So moving on to the next one, find the difference. Give the answer in simplest form. So we again have those like denominators. All I have to do is take 3 minus 5, put that over the same denominator. 3 minus 5 gives us a negative 2. So we have a negative 2 over 8. And then I simplify. I can divide both by 2, so I have a negative 1/4 in the end. And that's subtraction. Just keeping in mind we know where our negatives are. So here's another one. In this case, we don't have like terms, so I have to find like terms, or an LCD. So our LCD in this case, 3 can multiply to 9, so our LCD is 9. So I'll multiply top and bottom by 3. So we end up with 6 over 9 minus 4 over 9. And so 6 minus 4 gives us 2 ninths. We cannot simplify 2 ninths, and so that's where we leave it. And it's done. That problem is done. Again, with subtraction, it's just easier to convert. Convert. So we're going to take 3 times 7, which is 21, plus 1 is 22 over 3, minus 15. So 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17 over 3. And so then I take 22 minus 17, and we get an answer of 5/3. Cool. And that is our final answer. Nothing goes into both 5 and 3. We're just going to leave it improper because we're working with pure mathematics. Nothing is being added to it unit-wise. Alright, so again, convert. So 9 times 9 is 81, plus 2 is 83. So we have 83 ninths, minus 6 times 8 is 48, and 48 plus 5 is 53. And that's over 6. And so I have a 9 and a 6, so the next thing I need to do is find that LCD. For 9 and 6, that is going to be 18. So I'm going to multiply both top and bottom by 2. On this side, 83 times 2 is 166 over 18, minus 53 times 6 is going, 6, we're going to have to multiply by 3 to get to 18. So 53 times 3 is 159 over 18. And then 166 minus 159 is 7. So we end up with 7/18. And that's our final answer. And so that is finding addition or solving addition and subtraction problems with